I went ahead with this discussion, right? Okay, so if you have any questions about non-parametric modeling, you can ask now. Otherwise, we'll stop the lectures here and we can meet in the next week.
Sir, in the k-near based algorithm, when we are given a data,
Hmm.
uh, what actually it learns then in a real example, so that it can infer on new data.
So it does, as I said, it is not that it is spread into two stages. That's exactly the point I was trying to convince you. Don't think about a two-stage process where first you learn something, then you apply it somewhere. No. So the algorithm directly proceeds like it directly gives you a formula for G hat X, right? See, in case of this formula for SVMs or all these formulae, right? Directly you know what is G hat X. There's no learning, right? There's no explicit learning. The learning is inside the model itself, the idea itself, right? So here also there's nothing, there's no learning, right? So in nearest neighbor algorithm also there's no learning, right? No learning in the sense, no explicit separate step of learning. Learning comes together in the inference problem, right? So yes, what you observed is correct, that in all these non-parametric models, it is hard to tell where is the learning stage, where is the training phase, because there is no explicit training phase, right? The training ideas and the modeling ideas are built into the specification of the algorithm, right? For example, in this case for generative regression, this is some specification which we came up with, right? Now the specification may have some motivation like we have given, but finally it is some specification. You just choose a kernel, apply it, compute this formula, that's all, right? So in that sense, these methods don't have an explicit training phase, right? So they look very very different compared to probabilistic parametric modeling. Yeah, your observation is correct.
It means, sir, the value of k is the only determining factor basis which we can distinguish between two models, k-near models.
Okay, yeah. So if you want to distinguish between two nearest neighbor models or two KDE models or any of these models, the only distinguishing factor is that kernel. Yes, or the distance function. Yeah. So here, modeling design. So this comes to a nice question. How do you design non-parametric models, right? What you have to design is these smoothing kernels, or how you have to design the distance function, right? So these are things which you have to design using background knowledge, using domain knowledge. Yeah. And parameters like H should be tuned using cross validation. Okay. Any other questions? Okay. So how is the assignment going? So you guys did not want an earlier class. So we have now finished all the required material for the simulation assignment, but your deadline is 25th. So everybody is fine. Shall we go ahead? Is somebody facing any problem, any issue in the simulation that they are completely lost or? Hello?
Hello.
Yeah.
Actually, I have seen one regarding.
Hello, I am not able to hear you. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah.
Sir, my name is Kantesh. Actually, I have sent you an email regarding Vivek Menon. So he is not well. So he
Oh,
was he was in the hospital for the last couple of days,
okay.
and so it seems like he won't be able to finish the assignment on 25th. And currently, he is traveling to his hometown, and doctor has suggested him to take bed rest for a few days.
Okay. Fine, fine. I hope he really recovers soon. Is it a serious problem or is it a?
Yes, sir, he was serious. I
Oh,
mean, we had to admit him to the hospital,
okay,
and he is my colleague actually. We both
okay,
work in the same team, so
okay.
I'm in touch with him. He is traveling and he don't have access to emails and all.
Okay, okay.
So I have sent you an email regarding that.
Sure, sure. I'm very sorry. Please ask him to, I mean, convey him my best wishes to get well soon. Beyond hospitalization, now he is stable, right?
Yeah, he is stable now. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Yeah, good to know that he's stable. Yeah, so these cases we can handle later. But in general, all of you are fine with the deadline or you want to postpone it? If I say postpone it, everybody will say postpone. See, even if one student wants to postpone, I won't postpone because it's a deadline given earlier. But if all of you unanimously want postponement, I can postpone. It's up to you. But you will have lesser and lesser time to work on the next assignment. So you should be careful for that. See, how many assignments did I tell you I'll give you?
3.
Three. See, already there's only one more month left. So
Sir, I was just thinking that right now the date is 25th, which is Friday, I think, right? So if it is postponed by even like that weekend, we would have one free weekend. We don't have
no,
class on
but weekend is all Diwali. Do you guys not celebrate Diwali?
that.
For the sake of assignment, yes, is it? I
Yeah, for
thought
that.
I also thought I'll put on Sunday, but I thought people will curse me if I put Sunday. Diwali night is putting deadline. That's why I put Friday. Otherwise, I could have put some other. See, here is the deal. If unanimously all of you agree, I can change it. But the point is, your other assignments will become even more tougher. So, and the rate at which we are going, I'm not sure if we can do three assignments also. So, one more assignment, I'm almost in, I mean, in few days I'll publish it. But there's no point publishing it before covering the topics. So we just finished first assignment topic. So even if I publish the second assignment, you will not know what to do with it. So that's why I'm waiting.
I think extending to Sunday is good for us, good for all of us. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just do this proposal is extending to Sunday, but even if one student complains, I won't. Okay, and he can complain to me. What is it? In privacy, you can just send an email to me asking me not to make your name public. I can do that. Hmm? So, so here is the deal. Unless somebody complains by tonight about Sunday deadline, it is Sunday deadline. Okay. So that is Diwali night. Yes. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So all of you want Diwali night as deadline.
We will try to finish it early because deadline won't.
That's all okay.
Yet.
See,
Yes.
that the point is, if something is announced, we'll either stick to it or change it if it is unanimous. That's fine with me. But if some student is complaining, then we can't change. I hope you understand that's a fair thing. Okay. So the deal is it is on Sunday night, that is Diwali night, midnight, 11:59. Mind you, 11:59 is not 12. So you have to submit before 11:59. That means 2 minutes earlier to midnight. Okay, if Google says late, it is late. So that is the deadline. Unless somebody sends me a mail or announces on classroom that he is not okay with this arrangement. Okay. So this is done. So let me tell you what is going to come next. So in the coming lecture, let me just see what is the next. Yeah, so after non-parametric methods, okay, we'll be starting with unsupervised learning in the next class. Okay, so I'll be starting with a discussion on so-called unsupervised learning, basically clustering problem, novelty detection problem. Okay, so these kind of things I'll be discussing in the next lecture. And after that, I'll be talking about representation learning. That's another unsupervised learning problem. And we'll talk about PCA and so on and so forth. So actually you guys are kind of 4 hours behind the other regular batch, around 4 to 5 hours behind the other, and this, yeah, this cannot be avoided because of the holidays you got for the, okay. Okay, so we'll see you in the next lecture.